Hey, what's up guys, it's Look5. Welcome back to another video. So, in the midst of me trying to find an idea for a video, and that's why you haven't seen any recent videos up for like the past week or so, because it's just difficult to find ideas these days. But, an interesting one came up in my head, and I kind of want to, depict what the Nintendo Switch would have to do, or what updates it will have to get in order for it to be the perfect console for third-party support. So first off, I think that, some updates are going to have to occur for the players to, get a better way of messaging one another. Say for instance, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, even down to the 360 and the PS3, I'm pretty sure that both those consoles had a partying system that was not in-game. The Wii U only had in-game partying system, so you couldn't talk privately or you couldn't cancel out the game chat. But both consoles have a system where you can separately invite your friends and bring them into a party. Now, I think Nintendo needs to do that along with messaging, because there's literally no form of communication on the Switch console to one another. That's why I'm saying whenever you add someone, it's just like they're there. It's like, okay, I have this guy on my friends list, and there isn't a game where it displays any of your friends or whatever. So literally all you're doing when you add a friend is it's there. And I get that the Switch is a new console and it has a lot of things to improve on, and that's why we're making this video. Also, another thing that I think that Nintendo can improve on to make this a perfect console for third-party support, I think we should start porting games that gets rid of the room system. And it's just kind of random, like Splatoon 2. I'm not saying don't put Splatoon 2 on the Switch, it's obviously there, and I love Splatoon 2, but I think that with Doom along with Splatoon 2, there is a room system where you can create a room, and this kind of ties into the last recommendation, that we just need a partying system to where we can have our own private chat in games. And I also want to be able to go on normal games, cough cough Splatoon 2. I want to be able to go on like Turf War with a party or whatever. I don't just want to play league play where, say, if I have a B- friend, if I'm S+ and it determines the power level. No, I want to be able to go to Turf War, maybe ranked play, you can do that by yourself. But yeah, so basically what they're doing with Doom, and I'm not sure if this is on PS4, I think it is, along with other consoles, is that they have a room system. But also with PS4, there's also a partying system, which makes it that much more better. So I just think that Nintendo, when you start making or when you start putting heavily third-party games onto the Switch, a lot of third-party games on the Switch, which I hope you guys do, I just find that a partying system would be a great idea, just so it's like the other consoles, so it's not too hard to invite anybody, and you can use the same layout, that layout that pops up on your screen when somebody is online, and then it shows the name of the person and what they're actually playing. I think you can use that, but then you could say like press plus to or the home screen to put you into another screen, which is in the home screen or in your settings or whatever icon or tab or whatever, that would take you eventually into the partying system. And just like that leaked video of the 5.0 update, whatever, kind of like that. I know it's fake, but Nintendo, please look at that, because it is actually something to you may want to consider into putting into the Switch. Now, I don't think it's in the game's code to put local play in all these different third-party games, but I feel like local play is a big and very important role for Nintendo to put in their, games. And I know it's in their games like Mario Kart, but what's local play with no partying or messaging system where you can chat?
This is a true production.
And basically, wireless local play allows you to play with your friends, And I feel like maybe if we are getting COD Black Ops 4, then, wireless gameplay would be kind of cool. But local play, what it does is, it takes local switches and puts it into, a game. And say if you aren't really, if your Wi-Fi isn't the greatest, you could hit local play. And I think that just incorporating local play into different games would be a great idea. Now, let's talk about some third-party games that we actually need for Nintendo in order for it to become great. Now, you guys know, Fortnite to me is overrated. All my Call of Duty YouTubers somehow turned to a overrated game and just started playing that consistently. LEA, I just don't understand. I mean, I get when you're playing in a squad with people in a partying system, it's kind of fun. But you will never catch me playing that by myself, unless it's for the Switch. Because if Fortnite was on the Switch, I'd be looking like Ninja or Myth or whoever. Trust me. And it's only 9 gigs on the PS4. I feel like, Nintendo is also known for, decreasing the size of games for their consoles, which is amazing. But for real, how many of you guys would play Fortnite if it was on the Switch and if it had wireless play? You know what I'm saying? Like 2 switches, free game. You guys can play Fortnite together. How awesome would that be, The one thing that does make me happy is that the developers actually came out and talked about putting it on the Switch, which just makes me feel like the Switch has, a bright future ahead. And I'm just very happy that these third-party titles are coming into consideration. Now, straying away from, third-party games, let's talk about first-party games. Metroid Prime 4 is supposed to be talked about during E3 this year, according to some a rumor, which not everybody's believing, but it's good to have something to look forward to. I don't believe it 100%, but just to be a little happier, I'm just gonna be looking forward into it. But on a brighter note, Metroid Prime 4, if that does come out late this year, or earlier in 2019, and Nintendo does decide to update their console accordingly, and they would add multiplayer on Metroid Prime. I know a lot of people are playing it for the single player, and that's great, but a multiplayer, that's also a pretty cool add-on to the Prime series, you know what I'm saying? And to have that partying system, I feel like that would be absolutely great. Also, another first-party game that I think should have a party system is Breath of the Wild. Now, I know this isn't gonna happen, but this should have its own system where Link, there can be more than one Link. And tying this into Battle Royale, what if Nintendo came out with a Battle Royale for Link for Breath of the Wild? Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys next time.